I suppose this is a love reading. Someone could be uncomfortable with their feelings. Hmm. As above, so below, as within, so without. Great Mother of the East, West, South, and North, please protect me and allow me to see. Help me understand this reading. All right. So we start out, of course, here with the Knight of Cups, offering romance, could represent creativity, following your heart, um, some sort of emotional connection. Okay. I must say that the King of Cups is in the upright. Okay. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Now, the Five of Wands here, I don't know. Someone could be trying to find some common ground, but there also could have been a lack of passion. Oh, these people in this truck, this dump trunk that got out here next to my house. There's a lack of passion and spark possibly here. Someone could have been dealing with an abusive relationship, possibly feeling intimidated, extreme aggression, okay, from someone, a lower or a lover with a short fuse. You could be, you know, someone that doesn't indulge in confrontation. You could possibly be suffering in silence, okay? Now, with the Page of Cups here, it can mean several things, particularly when you're dealing with emotion. Someone could be feeling guilty. They would have lost touch with some sort of innocence. Someone could be very superficial. This also could have been past energy, but it's in a future position. Okay, so I don't know. Someone may not be accepting of this energy. You may not be accepting of this energy. This King of Cups could be bringing some bad news or has um something may have happened, like an event may have been canceled. Could be a wedding or some sort of engagement or relationship. It seems as though someone has fell in love with someone who does not return their feelings. Okay, so that's why I feel like somebody has an issue with their feelings. Something's going on with the feelings. Now, the love oracle did come out, but it fell on the floor. Sorry if I keep raising my voice, but I'm going to end up taking the background out because these dump trucks are making a lot of noise right next to my window. It's time for me to work, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna wait on this love energy. Someone could have some issues with the inner child, so you are enough just as you are. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. So let me pour a little bit more, pour, pull, man, my accent, pull a little more tarot here to clarify a little further with the Knight of Cups energy. So, I mean, you could have water highly aspected in your chart, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and we come out with the High Priestess here with the Knight of Cups. So this is a higher power, some secret or mystery about an offer. Somebody could be having romantic feelings that they not have expressed it yet. It could be a high priest or a high priestess. Okay. The high priestess is the ruler of the unconscious. So someone may not even be aware of their feelings. This could also be why the Page of Cups is in reverse. Okay. Maybe they feel like there's some sort of competition or something's not enough or there's some sort of lack of engagement, okay, or action here. When you have the high priest or high priestess energy, you can see through the veil and you're able to look inward. Okay, it would be the opposite of the Page of Cups. Okay, the Knight of Cups is in the upright, so that could be someone who's empathetic, very romantic energy, loving energy, compassionate energy. You hold secrets and mysteries of the subconscious mind. Okay, you have useful information that is assisting you to become more in touch with your subconscious mind and sometimes the subconscious minds of others. With the Five of Wands, there could have been some sort of attraction. I don't know if someone's afraid to say something. about being attracted possibly to a King of Cups, or I'm speaking about a King of Cups. Maybe someone's heart is opening up. Okay, the Five of Wands in reverse is it's a street card. So we have two major arcanas here. Okay, why am I stuttering? So there could just be some self-doubt going on here because someone recognizes they may have feelings or they're not able to recognize their feelings of love. Hopefully it doesn't lead to jealousy, but it could have. Okay, there could have been some balance of power here. Now we saw this word yesterday, despotism. Now, despotism. Despotism, a rule by as if by a despot, absolute power of authority with the strength in reverse. That is Leo energy. Um, there's action. Five of Wands does represent some sort of action or a lack of action, or somebody's giving up, taking some sort of action. This also could represent a government or some political system in which the ruler exercises absolute power. I'm not saying they absolutely do, because I don't know who would have absolute power other than the universe. But someone could have been in that state of mind, or there's no love lost with the situation. If there was a breakup, okay, or ending of someone who may have tried to lay guilt trips on you, or someone could become guilty in the future. Okay, now I think I got my silence back here. We have the Page of Cups in reverse, and that's the Chariot in the upright. So that's Cancer energy, right? Okay. Providence, willpower, self-reliance, energetic and strong, which is the opposite of the Strength card. Page of Cups is in. What is this? Somebody may be turned off from love. It says yes, maybe and yes. Okay. Have faith in yourself and take the reins and be in control of your destiny. What is going on with the Chariot and the Chariot in the upright with the Page of Cups in reverse? Someone could be feeling guilty about a battle, or someone could be feeling guilty because they have overpowered some sort of competition. Like maybe you've overcome some sort of competition or comparison here. Someone could have may have offered. What is this? What's the Chariot and the Page of Cups in reverse? Eight of Wands in the upright. A lot of speed, action. After your past struggles, you are now free to move forward with your plans. Okay, but this time things may be moving at a much faster pace than before. So you may be entering a busy period now as you add new tasks and projects to your schedule. But be sure not to rush into anything too quickly. Okay, maybe you're traveling, driving somewhere. And then the Nine of Swords is in reverse at the bottom of the yeah, that's that guilt energy. Overthinking and feeling hopeless about a moving forward or going fast or driving somewhere. You could be being nervous about traveling. Maybe you're driving or driving somewhere to fly or flying somewhere to drive to get somewhere. You could be doing both. Okay. Let me see what this Chariot energy is with the Eight of Wands with the Page of Cups in reverse. Someone's unable to do something, or there could be some spill. Maybe you're traveling back home or something. I don't know. What's the Chariot and the Eight of Wands, Page of Cups in reverse? Oh, wow. Okay, whatever it is, the answer is no. Okay, you're already going to know what I'm talking about because I haven't figured the story out yet. New discoveries will affect the final result. Okay. Knowledge is power, but fate is fate. You only receive what you deserve. Maybe you feel like you don't deserve something. Yet your desire to safely achieve a favorable result can still pilot you down a successful path. Have faith. Maybe you feel like you're losing faith. Okay, with Page of Cups in reverse. Not quite sure about what somebody's going to say. There's some secrecy. You could be this high priest or high priestess here, King of Cups. Okay, who's lost some sort of courage to fight anymore. Maybe you just don't want to fight or compare, like I said, compete or to be drawing the line. A few more leisurely steps remain before the cherished result can be reached. After 1 to 2 months, your lack of fear helps you through each necessary stage. Do what scares you, and you shall never feel fear again. So, something you're afraid to do is holding you back here. I guess this is Page of Cups and is a Five of Wands. So, you could be in fear of success. You could be in fear of maybe deep down inside, you got some sort of inkling that you were not deserving of success or love or being innocent, self doubt. I feel so much better now. Ooh, getting a rush. Let me get an overall spiritual energy over this reading. I don't know who this King of Cups is yet. I got him on hold. Merlin could be a Merlin, could be a I don't want to say warlock in that way, but let's see, a masculine. Who's the King of Cups? A mirror, witch's hat. Definitely some knowledge, okay? Somebody's got knowledge of spirituality. They're tapped in. King of Cups is a mirror. That could be the water energy, witch's hat, wisdom. I'm gonna read that real quick. Real quick, please. Give it to me real quick. Can't find it. Okay. Merlin the witch's hat. Like we thought the high priest in the maximum in the ooh, could be a very powerful high priest and masculine. Hmm. A pyramid known to raise energy frequencies. So looks like third eye energy going on. Amethyst, we're talking about again. This time your senses are heightened and you do have the ability to tackle and solve those issues that have been nagging you for the past few weeks. You will also be called upon by those in need of advice and wise counsel. Make sure you tell the truth and be empathetic of their feelings, be cognizant of their feelings. Amethyst is a stone of wisdom. Did you know that? It augments, it expands psychic ability, and it opens the crown chakra. I wore mine all night last night, all day yesterday, with the soaking in the infused lavender water for 24 hours. Work with this violet gem when you need heightened senses, or you are called to give out some sage advice, okay? Ooh, sexy, sexy. Somebody's got some inside knowledge, high priest energy. Getting a masculine energy here, y'all. Merlin, the fact that you or the fact that we are, all of us, all humans, only human. That's a message that we can be derived from Merlin. We're only human. We are only human. Some of us. Being the best we can be, following our hearts, and forgiving our stumbles along the way is the key to peace of mind and tranquility. Yeah, that part. Because you're learning and growing. Okay. Maybe you're overthinking this thing. Maybe you're, even though it is deep, okay, when you think about the delusions that humans live in who aren't in touch with their spirituality, it does seem really deep compared to that. But once you just get to that center point, that zero Aries full playful point, You realize that it's really a balance. It's not too much, it's not too little, it's not that deep. It's very deep. It's fun being on an illusion sometime and being just deliriously happy for no reason. Um, it doesn't feel so good to be dragged down or being in some sort of toxic energy. Okay. Particularly if it's someone else's making, if they're the one making the toxic energy, you can always remove yourself. And if it's you that's causing the toxic energy, you got to know to go in and change some things. Um, Forgiving yourself, forgiving others, still being compassionate. It still keeps you in the human mind, but it also raises you to that God status, to that magician energy, to where it's easy for you to overcome the Five of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Cups, it seems like it's easy for someone to let go of a fight, of an argument. This could be you. Someone could be feeling guilty because maybe they pushed things too far or they just kept at it. Okay. Being the best that we can be, following our hearts and forgiving our stumbles along the way is the key to peace of mind and tranquility. So you can call on Merlin's wisdom, being kind to yourself. I must allow. I am not perfect and will never be, but I accept the missteps, and that is the key. Forgiveness for yourself. Looks like looking in the mirror and forgiving yourself or whatever conflict there may have been going on here. Now that usually isn't that deep either. It's just because people refuse to change their mind. Okay, that's why the fives are in the middle. Yep. So there could be a lot of negativity and superstition associated with mirrors, or you may have heard a lot of things about mirrors. Mirrors don't lie. Or maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe it's you. I don't know. When we gaze into a mirror, what we see is a true reflection of ourselves, but both the good and the bad. Um, Truly, being human and being godlike, we cannot deny the image reflecting back at us. We got to take a good look at ourselves. We got to look deeper than just the surface image that is reflected. Look deep into your soul. That's what they say that. That's a mirror to the soul, right? Those eyes. Do you like what you see, or are there changes that must be made? It usually is for most of us, okay? On a daily. Let's get this High Priestess Knight of Cups energy. The secrets to mystery are within you. The secrets to mystery are you. Okay. Tap into your subconscious mind, returning to your past. I see a lot of love around this high priest energy. It could be a high priestess also. Okay. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Take it how it resonates. I love you and I only want to add happiness to your life. Is it gaslighting in energy? I don't know. This could be a client or someone who may not be as close to you as they feel like they are. You or someone feels obligated by this energy. Maybe someone just needs to get something off their chest. Okay. One more. And come, someone wants to work together, or this could just be about work. There's no really, even though you have compassion for the people that you work with and doing your job as a spiritualist or a high priest or high priestess, there wouldn't be any other reason for someone, whoever this person is, to be in your energy other than as a client, okay, or as work, okay. So there really wouldn't be any sort of competition here. This looks like somebody who's a guide, or there's no romantic feelings, it's just empathy, okay, as above, so below. Maybe somebody misunderstood someone's intentions. Five of Wands in reverse. This could have caused someone to doubt themselves, or to maybe, could be because of the career, concentrating on the career, friendly energy, approaching with nothing but kindness. Okay, there's no competition. Maybe somebody thought there would be competition. Wow. Somebody's causing some sort of chaos in the situation currently at work. I don't know if you're not you're not engaging with this energy. A few more leisurely steps remain before the cherished results can be reached. So 1 to 2 months, your lack of fear helps you through each necessary stage. New discoveries will affect the final result. Something is fated, but there's something you need to know, or something you're going to find out, or somebody may already know, the secret you're going to discover. You only receive what you deserve, yet your desire to safely achieve a favorable result can still pilot. Now, they came up again, imposter. What the heck? Have faith. I'm not who you think I am. I think we should take a trip. Let me get some tea on this. Bragging and having a safe space to brag. Somebody needs a big favor. And that always comes up. It's just Knight of Cups energy gaslighting something with this obligation. So there is some sort of negative energy here. Like my voice is cracking. Let's see, what's go ooh, confessions. Okay, somebody's wanting to talk, they want to vent, they want to get something off their mind. It could be a high priest or high priestess. Yeah, somebody's making a dirty offer. Somebody wants to confess about a dirty offer. Maybe someone had false intentions in the past. They're chasing a thrill, a good time. Someone could have, maybe this is somebody you knew in the past is coming back to trying to get some sort of possibly career advice or lay something to rest. What? Threatening, intimidating. With the Cancer energy, that could be a forceful energy. Okay. So this, like I said, this some sort of spiritual advisor and a competitive energy. There's a lot of danger that works around this spiritual advisor. Something could have happened to someone in the past with like a pastor or spiritual entity, a church itself, okay? Nature's grandeur, elevation, and perspective. I don't know if somebody's seeing something from a higher perspective or they're reflecting on something in a perilous realm with a competition that's threatening them. This could have been a past history that somebody wants to confess. They were making plans to cause some sort of competition or to put someone in a dangerous position. I don't know if I'm making any sense to y'all, but let's see, what is this career? Friendly, chaos, and goodbye. With the Five of Wands in reverse. You could have left a job because of some sort of competition. I don't know if you're retired, or if you quit or disappeared, or you could have felt invisible, so you left. A drama starter, making a dirty offer. Possibly someone could have approached you, made a sort of threatening pass, wanted some sort of sexual flavors. I don't know if they're dealing with a bad reputation. Someone has a bad reputation, or someone may have heard this. Okay, someone may have threatened someone. Maybe you're running from this threat. If someone threatened you in the past, I feel like there was some sort of attempt to reconcile, or maybe you have been thinking about this, and maybe some bad memories are coming up from the past. Okay. Maybe you've done some soul searching here and made the connections and you don't want to, yeah, you're trying to block this negativity. Someone might feel like you're running from something, but you're not running from someone who may be trying to harm you. Maybe you know this deep down. You have an inner knowing about it. Your higher self could know, and it's protecting you, keeping you secluded. Possibly even being secluded, someone could try to be searching for you or trying to get in your energy to find out where you are. This is getting kind of crazy here. And then what else we got? Swimming pool and a temple. So that could represent the Holy Spirit. It can represent meditation, relaxing. Of course, the water is fluid and moving. Things are changing. Things could be always changing. You could, like, you're in a private, you could be in just your private world here with the divine, being protected by the divine, out of the reach. Uh, you're somewhere where a lot of moisture abounds. This could be like the Two of Cups energy. Maybe there's soulmate energy here. Someone could be protecting you energetically. A loved one, God, the universe, whatever you think, whatever you say. Now, what about the imposter in a safe space that wants to brag? This could be a magician. This could be a counterpart who may be bringing some sort of negativity. Someone you were married to, or someone who made some sort of promise. Someone you may have left. Okay, someone could be following you. Amusement park. Getting some sort of thrill. Somebody's chasing a thrill, or somebody's having a good time, possibly scaring you or keeping you on your toes, or they think they are. The sky. So there could have been some sort of illusion around a bad reputation. Someone may have thought or said that you were just chasing thrills or that you weren't a serious person, whether you're male or female. May have had a bad reputation as a player, or someone may have said that you were a sex worker, or someone could have been, and someone could have been threatened or paid to cause some sort of reconnection. I don't know. Somebody sent in here to, like, a handler energy, giving money, threatening to connect, or maybe somebody was threatening to tell somebody something about what happened. Someone has a lot of security, or they will. This is like family competition. There could have been some old devilish stuff going on inside a family. You're protecting yourself against this family and this competition. Someone's broke, or they could be spiritually broke but still have a lot of money. Okay. No morals, no compass. Or someone could be away or set off away somewhere, but they don't have any money or resources right now. Or maybe they're just feeling, oh, child, they could be trying to get a blessing here. Page of Cups is about some sort of depression or grief. Maybe somebody is just spiritually broken here. Oh my God, this truck is so loud. One more, please. Spying. Yeah, they're still watching, they're hiding, they're bluffing, they're not being true. I don't know if somebody's cloaking themselves. Maybe they're saying they're on some sort of spiritual retreat. This don't look good at all. This don't look good at all. For somebody, somebody's needing a big favor. Give me the King of Cups, please. King of Cups, I need assistance with something big. King of Cups is the enemy, or the enemy is around the King of Cups. Okay, it's among you. This was in a group of people. Give me the confessions, please. Maya, it's the name. What's running? What's running? Attacked by a racist mob. So somebody was running from someone, or you're running energetically from someone. It could be a lot of racism, bigotry going on here, a lot of hatred, threatening energies. Oh, wait, what's the commitment? Has nothing to talk about. What the heck does that mean? There's nothing to talk about. All right, so give me this love energy, the love oracle. You can accept love or you can deny it. Okay. First, you have to accept yourself. So, with the love energy, it says no. Stormy relationships, trouble strikes. There is or will be an uproar. Give me some more on the love, please. Yes, trust your feelings, fulfill your heart's desire. Okay, and give me some more on the love. There's at least two energies here, and no, not able to proceed, close the negotiation. Whatever, whoever this Merlin is, whoever is spying, being in sorrow, depressed, broke, it could be a group of people, it could be a family, someone you're connected to or were connected to in a commitment. Uh, Nothing's going on there. You let that go. You're trusting your feelings. You're fulfilling your heart's desire. You're being away from the crowd, ghosting wherever it is you are. I don't know what this being attacked by a racist mob is about. What's being attacked by a racist mob? Someone could be energetically, throwing darts or whatever attacks are physically. I feel like you're protected. Attacked by a racist mob, or you're dealing with some sort of bigotry, like oil and water. Okay. So with someone or people, a group of people, could be someone else's family connection or organization, your career. Y'all have different cultures, or they have some sort of bigoted thoughts about you or your position. Okay. Yeah. Um, wow. Black Moon Lilith will do that because it'll bring out hidden energies and any darkness, or because I really still don't understand what's going on with this reading. I know it's a lot because I haven't put it together yet, and then I got all this noise outside my window. As above, so below. So one oracle, please, for the collective on this beautiful day. So your Black Moon Lilith could be in Aries, and division and integration. So there is a dividing of negative energies, and there's integration of your full potential. Got it. Black Moon Lilith in Aries, lead your life, first house energy. Of course, you should know your Black Moon placement. If not, research it. I love to learn. Lead your life. Dark, divine, feminine shadow work. Accepting support is healthy, and you will help lift energetic burdens. Once you accept support, the universe will manifest more people who want to support you. You are opening your divine feminine container to receive abundance. We spoke about that yesterday. And for the dark divine masculine shadow work, you secretly admire and gravitate toward independent energy. This creates inner tension with your own masculinity. Ooh, this is interesting. The key is to learn to lean into your leadership while accepting and integrating other options. Allow divine masculinity to shine while also giving space for others' desires. Release the shame around you about who you are. Could be dealing with this reputation here. It's time to embrace the fire that burns within you. Y'all stay blessed and grounded, and I'll see you later.